What's up? We in the building with Black Mannequin, G.A.M.E 365 podcast. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. Doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's been a long time coming, man. I've been trying to catch up with you for a minute and put this interview together.
For sure.
So let them know, man. Where you from, bro?
Portland, Oregon, man. Northeast. Skidmore and Borthwick, man. North and Northeast.
Okay, Portland. Talk to me.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
How was it growing up as a child in Portland?
Man, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot. It was a lot different than it is now. We used to be outside, you know what I mean? Hooping on bikes, playing football. You know how it go.
Yeah.
So it was a way different day, but we was way more active. We was outside. I mean, we played our video games and stuff, but overall, we was outside, man. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful childhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From grandmas to moms to dads. You know, it was way less gunplay, niggas are fighting, whatever. But overall, you know what I'm saying? It was love, man.
Yeah, for sure. Them was the times, though. Yeah. You know, spending at each other's house, kicking it. Yeah. Everybody went to school together. You know, somebody had a hoop court in the backyard, or we going over to the local playground or something.
Yes, sir.
Was fashion, creativity, just being able to have something that you called your own, that was a style that was unique to you, was that something that you had as a kid?
Yeah. I had a couple friends. My family, my uncle actually, Brandon Gaston, and then my guy Cam Carradine. Mm-hmm. Them was my friends I grew up with. They was always super swaggy. Mm-hmm. But overall, you know what I'm saying? I was a big fan of. I was like, when I was younger, I was more so like on the East Coast. I was more attracted to like the East Coast, like the East Coast hip hop music. And I was into like the Big Tims and you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I feel like I was more so molded by like the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? With my style.
Yeah. Was you Timmed up?
I was Timmed up, man. I feel like I got a lot of my style from not only my friends, but like Dipset. Like
they was fitted though.
They was fitted. I was heavy on that movement. We had the New York hats with the bandanas under them.
For
you know what I mean?
For sure, man. Was just, you know, with that fast city like West Coast flavor, was it something that, you know, when you was dressing and, you know, kind of gave you that inspiration to kind of like form your own style? Was it like something that, you know what I'm saying, that it happened overnight, or it was just you just from going to 6th grade, you just was putting it together?
I feel like, to be completely honest, it started when I was young. My mom is really, really good at putting together fits. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know because when I was younger, but my mom used to, you know, from the department store to the thrift store, my mom could put a fit together, and she could put a fit together from the thrift store to look better than people came out of Macy's. Like
Yeah.
People always really respected my mom's style. That's where it started. And so me growing up, I watched her, and I watched how she put a fit together from the hat to the shoes. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that helped me with my style. That like attracted me. That's how that's what gave me the gift of putting a whole outfit together.
Yeah.
So,
that's what's up. What are some of the lessons that, you know, your mom taught you when it came to just, you know, being cleanliness, and just making sure that you know, you look the part when you step out the house and represent the family, you know? Yeah,
man. I feel like, you know, more so instead of saying it, she just showed it. Mm-hmm. Always stylish, always swaggy, always matching. You know, it was just important to look the part, you know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying, I took that and I ran with it early, man. Being stylish was important to me from a young age.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm. Did the streets of Portland kind of influence you to go a different direction when it came to like not just being totally entrenched into, you know what I'm saying, the wild shit? Yeah. I want to do corporate, I want to do business, entrepreneurship.
Yeah, man, but it took a while, you know what I'm saying? I was out here doing what everybody else was doing, you know what I'm saying? I was caught up, I say caught up. I was doing my thing, you know what I'm saying, out here hustling and getting to it for years. I just think the gift that I had is, you know what I'm saying, I always knew that this shit wasn't a career, but what I was doing. Yeah. And so once I got in like my early 30s, I started thinking, okay, bro, what's the exit plan? You need to come up with one. Sure. This shit, if you keep doing what you're doing, you know where you're going to go.
Guaranteed.
So you made it this far by the grace of God, you know what I'm saying, find something else you can hustle and jump out the game.
Do you think that a lot of people from the streets can transition into the entrepreneurship world if they was to understand the elements and the values and some of the principles? You know, if you're a hustler, then you can be good in sales. Mm-hmm. If you know what I'm saying, you know how to, you know, maintain, you know what I'm saying, a team of motherfuckers on the streets, then you could be a CEO. You know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. So give us some things that are some wisdom or some knowledge. You'll give some game. You'll get back to the youngsters on how easy, if they wanted to make that move, they can transition from the streets to corporate. corporate?
Well, first off, you know what I'm saying? The toughest thing I feel like, and even with me, and this is the realest game I can give, the toughest thing is the discipline. Because when it comes down to it, you know what I'm saying? When you being in the streets and having a business, it's the same game. You still hustling, you still networking, you know what I mean? And you getting out there, you taking chances, you taking risks, and you investing your money and you reinvesting.
Yep.
So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, overall it's the discipline, because there's days to where, you know, first off, paying taxes, that's a tough thing, but you have to do it. But, you know what I'm saying, also there's days where you be like, man, I'm working hella hard and it don't seem like I'm making enough money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for my young bulls, man, one thing I want to tell you is you got to think, man, you know what I'm saying? When you out there hustling and you doing negative shit, you got an expiration date, man. You like a gallon of milk out here. You have an expiration date, and it's going to be either behind bars or in a casket. So when it come down to it, I had to psych myself out of this because I hustled for so long. But I'm like, yo, you building something as a man. You're building something. You're not going to go to jail. You can, instead of being quiet about it, you can tell everybody, and it's a good product. You know what I'm saying? You're building something that could lead to generational wealth. You're building something that your kids can be happy to see their father doing. And overall, you know, you're a role model and a community leader. So the perks and stuff that come with that, it's like you might not be making hella money, but when your community is rocking with you, when you got a brand that you're building, you got a role model to the young bulls, it's like that, I mean, combined with the money, that's way more of a payment, man. It's beautiful.
So
you know
how important is legacy?
Man, legacy is everything, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my biggest blessing in life is my last name, which is Walden, and because all the people who came before me, my uncles and my pops, all great men. You know what I'm saying? My granddaddy to my grandma to the Kennedy side, uncles, aunts, cousins. I come from black excellence, man. I come from, I seen success at a young age. I come from, you know, our family is big on helping each other and being there for each other. Not speaking, but in action.
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel like growing up, I learned both sides, man. I seen the business side. I got a lot of successful businessmen and women in my family, and also I seen how important it was to rock with your family and hold them down.
Yeah. Is that something lacking or missing, you know what I'm saying, in the black community in the streets right now? Is that we have the elements of support, but we don't identify with them because some motherfuckers is just running around wanting to do other things, but they don't know it's right there at their foot, on their lap.
Yeah.
An uncle away, an auntie away, mom, grandma, cousin around the corner. You know, the homie's mom I grew up playing football with, his mom's a small business owner. All I got to do is mentor up under her. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's talk about how Black Mannequin was brought to life. When did you start, and what was the idea, and how you transitioned into saying, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to stick with this, I'm going to stand on this business, Black Mannequin? Oh, man, I'm going to make the story short, because I've told it a few times, but I was right here at my crib. I was downstairs summer of 2016, or might have been 15 or 16, and we was going to go to a day party, me and like 3-4 of my guys, and they was waiting for me. Everybody was dressed. I changed like 7 or 8 times from head to toe, hat, shoes, shorts, socks. And every time I came out the room, I was like, what y'all think about this fit? And they was like, oh, that's fire. I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling it. I go back in, so I did this like 7 or 8 times. So the last time I came out, the last fit I had on, one of the homies like, bro, let's go, bro. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, man, is this fit cool? And then one of the homies is like, bro, every fit you put on was fire. He's like, bro, you like a black mannequin. for real, right? And so when he said that, everybody kind of stopped and niggas like, Black Mannequin? Man, that's a fire ass name. Black Mannequin. Yeah, that name is fire. Yeah. So that's kind of how it started. So then right there, that day, that moment, my name was VIP B-Wall, because they call me B-Wall. Anybody who know me. But I changed it to the Black Mannequin. I didn't even know how to spell mannequin. Matter of fact, I spelled the shit wrong. A girl had to tell me, bro, that's not how you spell mannequin, bro. The shit was wrong for like a year. Yeah. So that's how it started. So it started with an Instagram name. Then I'm out in the street and girls, you know, when people don't know your name, they're like, oh, hey, Black Mannequin. So my homie Price was like, yo, bro, you need a brand, Black Mannequin. And I'm like, hey, I was like, nigga, I don't know, make some t-shirts. And I'm like, make some t-shirts? Yeah, right, bro. Like, back then, I'm like, bro, I don't know nobody successful that's making no t-shirts. I didn't know nobody personally. Yeah. So I'm like, and then, you know, I'm hustling. I'm sitting on probably like 70, 80 bands. I'm like, bro, I'm not making no fucking t-shirts, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not making no t-shirts, bro. So
anyways, man, he linked me with his cousin, my guy D'Angelo Raines, and he's a graphic designer. He said, man, matter of fact, he had to make 3 meetings. Because the first 2 I didn't even show up to. He set up the meeting with my guy to go meet him to make the logo, and I didn't even come. I was like, hell no. So the last time I came, I went over there. I came in. I seen my nigga D-Lo. When I walked into the spot, this nigga had on a coverall suit and was like painting an NPC on a canvas, right? So I'm looking at this nigga. I'm like, bro, who is this nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? And he turns around. He's like, what's up? You Black Mannequin? I'm like, yeah. So we go in the office. Bam. I tell him what I want. He hits a few buttons on the computer, turns the computer screen, and then he showed me the logo, and I'm like, "That's fire!" My original logo, my classic logo, and that's it. Took off from there. Like when I saw the logo, I was like, "Man, I can do something with that."
Yeah, for sure.
And that's how I started.
So how important is the brand to you now? You know, fast forward, you know, what'd you say, 7, 8 years later?
Yeah. 8 years in February coming up. It's September 24 now. So yeah, man. I mean, I've learned so much. You know what I'm saying? From when I started, I didn't even know how to fold a shirt correctly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't know about wholesale licenses, or I didn't know about how much the markup was on clothes, or you know what I'm saying, manufacturers. I didn't know about none of that. So in this time, I've learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? And when I first started, it was about the money. You know what I'm saying? I was hustling. So the most important thing to me was making some money.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, let's make some money. Now, after doing this for 7, 8 years, I see that I'm a huge motivation to a lot of people. A lot of people in my city, a lot of people outside my city. People tell me all the time I motivate them. And so now it's went from me, of course I'm going to make the money, but it's went from me, the most important thing being the money is me being a motivator, because, you know, I like to believe that, you know, from young bulls to old, I feel like I've changed people's lives. I've changed some people's lives, and I've motivated some people to do something different in their life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To make money, something that's going to save them, something that's going to allow their kids to be happy about what they do, and them not going to jail. So I want to be a motivator, man, and I feel like instead of more so of the money, it's important for me to motivate my people, and I'm realizing that with my hustle and what I'm doing, that's what I'm here for. Yeah. The money gonna come. Yeah, for sure. But I feel like God put me here to motivate.
Mm-hmm. So do you feel that, you know, in the future there's a mentorship program or some, you know, philanthropy that can be gave back to the local community for if these youngsters wanted to come up and learn how to, you know, create, design, start a business, entrepreneurship, you'd be willing to give, you know, that game away and pass that down?
Yeah, for sure. Man, I rock with self-enhancement, you know what I'm saying? Do a lot of things with self-enhancement incorporated, which is basically like, you know, for the high school kids, for people that don't know, for sure. They basically give them a standard. They help them with college. They help them get jobs. They help them just be good, positive people in the community. Sure, yeah. So I rock with SEI. I rock with, I go to schools and talk. I feel like I do need to come with some sort of program that I have myself, you know what I'm saying, for Black Mannequin. So that's always been on my mind, and that will be in the works, you know what I'm saying. I'll make sure every year that I sponsor 3 high school athletes. So I've been doing that since 2020.
That's dope.
And yeah, man, just trying to be outside, man. And what I mean by that is being outside where the community can see me, from the kids to the adults, you know what I'm saying, and being active.
Yeah. So being from the streets, the inner city per se, what are the pros and cons of being an entrepreneur though?
Man, to be completely honest, man, the biggest thing is this, the crab in a barrel mentality. Man. You know, you got a lot of people out here who might not have been raised with love, you know what I'm saying? And so you get the hate from your people, which is crazy. But it's like the thing for me is it's like a lot of people be wanting to be you, but they don't want to take the accountability. Man. They don't want to put the work in. Yeah. But then they want to speak on you or your business or what you're doing. And you know, I've never been a hater. I'm the type, you know what I'm saying, I take it with a grain of salt. Yeah. And I also realize that when you're up here and you're in a place where you are a motivator and you're doing something that people, you know, admire, then it comes with haters.
Facts.
That's life, you know what I'm saying? They don't. Some people don't care how much good you do. The more good you do, the more they don't like you. And it's unfortunate, but with being a black man, a businessman or a woman, it comes with the territory. So to me, that's the thing. Like overall, my heart is gold. You know what I'm saying? And I want to show love, and I want to give love, and all the game that I have, it's here to give.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a gatekeeper, never have been.
Yeah.
And about my people, you know what I'm saying? If they need the game, I'm gonna give it to them.
Yeah. Speaking of game, though, what's your definition of game?
What's my definition of game? I feel like having game is kind of like knowing how to move around on your own terms, be successful, being able to adapt in different situations, having a lot of experience in life and being able to pass that down.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I just asked that question being at the Game 365 podcast.
Yeah.
Everybody got their spin on it. Everybody got their idea what it is. Everybody utilizes whatever they call game different.
Yeah.
Some people for the negative, some people for the positive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Being that you're a black young entrepreneur, especially about the PNW, the Pacific Northwest, for those around the world, how is it dealing with women trying to stay focused and still be a business owner, knowing that a lot of people that come into your life, they're not assets, they're liabilities, or vice versa? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, dealing with women. Oh my God. Man, that's a tough one for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been dealing with that problem, since I was in 3rd, 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, before when I was hustling and getting money, you always get, anybody who knows, when you get money, it don't matter. Girls gonna be around. So I've been used to that, but it's like, it was a different type of chick. When I was hustling out here illegally, it was a different type of chick on me. Then when it switched over to me being Black Mannequin, it's like, I'm looked at as like a role model type, you know what I'm saying? So it changes because it goes from maybe like, girls that's only involved with illegal activity to now you got grandmas, aunties, everybody looking at you and they just like, they want their kids to take pictures with you. But I ain't gonna lie, it's tough. To be completely honest, to keep it as short as I can, you know what I mean? Like when it comes down to it, right now with me hustling, and I would say this to any of my entrepreneurs, man, and this is another thing, it takes discipline. Man, when it comes to women, I had to stop drinking, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because them two, man, drinking and women, it's just like, bro, it'll have you doing bullshit out here.
Yeah.
And it'll have you slacking on your hustle.
Yeah.
It'll have you sleeping in. It'll have you're not gonna be doing what you're supposed to.
Yeah, time management and you're just handling certain things that if you add extra hours to that you could have had to do what you need to do to handle some business and stuff.
Yeah. I want to say this too to all my fellas out there. When you do turn into that guy, or when you are that guy to people, and you go out and you get to drinking, that guy gets activated.
Yeah.
And really, you only want you don't want to be that guy. you don't want to be that guy that's now not only is I'm getting money and doing my thing, but now I'm really feeling myself.
Yeah,
it's gonna lead to disaster.
Because it's your ego. You're a man, so we have it. Everybody has it, but we tend to have it on different levels at certain times, especially when we're inebriated. You know what I'm saying?
You had alcohol. Now it's time 100.
Guarantee.
Yeah.
What do you feel about the people that don't want to ride on the sailboat, but then when you become a yacht, as in bigger in what you're doing, your brand, your business, they want to jump on the bandwagon?
I think that's hella funny. I know for a fact that don't like me at all. And they might tell people like, oh, I went to school with him or whatever.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm not tripping, man. Mm-hmm. I'm not a hater. My gift in life is I can put myself in anybody's shoes. I can put myself and I can understand why they are doing what they do or comprehending. So it's like, and even me, I can put myself in the hater's shoes. I can put myself in the hater's shoes and be like, I understand why you don't like, you know what I'm saying, him. Because he's doing what what you feel like you should be. Or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? So I completely understand. So being the understanding person that I am, I'm not tripping, you know what I'm saying? There's people that come up and shake my hand all the time. And they might have just was in my girl DM.
You know trying to backdoor you for her. Trying to play cool, to learn more about you, to use, these cats is crafty out here now.
They are, but then see you outside and if somebody see him dapping you up, then that might boost his rep. Yeah. You know, it's a lot of crazy shit.
I know.
You know,
success by association.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that feel that they can be successful by being associated with somebody successful, and I think that in this new day and age of social media, a lot of men and women. It's beyond groupie and a fan. It's how can I be in an entourage, a circle, involved, around, in a picture, so then people can think that I'm a part of this, what's going on. But like, I forgot who said it, motherfucker didn't shoot one jumper in the gym.
Yeah.
They didn't want to write one line on the when you was putting them raps together.
Yeah.
Didn't want to pass out no shirts at the local whatever vendor event that you was putting together to make this brand what it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What are the many facets of Black Mannequin?
Facets. What?
So like qualities, uniqueness, things that represent.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
So, there's three things that are super, super, super important to me that I feel like a lot of people ask me. They be like, "Man, why are you always posting your kids?" Or people ask me, why are you posting this and that? And the thing that's most important to me, first off, as a black man, is the representation. And I show my kids all the time because I like for people to know that being a father is important. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times I might post me and my kids or whatever, and I might have on Black Mannequin, and I'm not promoting the brand. I'm promoting being a father. Yeah. And that's a big thing for me. That's a super, super, super big thing for me. Be a black man being fathers. You know what I'm saying? The way I feel is if I know you and you're not being a father to your kids, I mean, I'll shake your hand and stuff, but I'm not finna really rock with you. I'm not finna trust you. So, and I got two kids myself, and they're very important to me, and you know what I'm saying? I make sure I hold them down. Yeah, for sure. So father is one thing. The other thing is I feel like people need to know how important it is to be out here hustling, networking. Every day, bro. And I tell people all the time that's when they first start, and I'm like, bro, don't be discouraged. I said, what you got to think is you can't see a tree grow, but trees is growing like a motherfucker. And I said, when it comes down to it, what you got to believe is whatever product or service you have, each person that you deal with, every new customer is a new branch to your tree. It might take 5 to 10 years for your tree to grow tall, but you got to remember every customer is another branch, and they're a billboard for you. You know what I'm saying? So hustling, network. Being a father, and then my last thing that's super, super important is father also go with being with family. Family is super important to me. And my last thing is exercising and eating right. I make sure. You're right. You know what I'm saying?
I've been trying to get back on that myself.
I make sure that I'm showing. I make sure every day I'm in the gym. I'm talking upside people's heads too, like to get them in there. I'm in the gym. Not only am I talking about it, but I'm broadcasting from the gym. They're seeing me in there. Then afterwards, I'm on my sea moss gel. I'm on my black seed oil. I'm on my fruits and vegetables. So them three things are representation of Black Mannequin. That's why when you see him on my original logo, Black Mannequin stands tall. You know what I'm saying? He's shouldered up and, you know what I'm saying? Six packed up.
For sure. How important is it for the world to know to know about Portland small businesses though, you know?
I think that, man, we got a lot of talent out here. You know what I'm saying? Just like anywhere else. Somebody really pops an area off, and then they get to come into that area looking for the rest of the talent. And I feel like that hasn't necessarily happened for us yet. But it's a lot of super, super talented people in the city, and I don't even want to start to get the naming names, because then people are gonna be like, oh, people all here. But I do want to shout out. I have to my guys, Mikey Vegas, Spanky Hanna, and Trap Kitchen News from Trap Kitchen. Yeah, for sure. They've been rocking for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Them is my guys. They didn't put me in position to get money. They didn't put me in position to win. They didn't put me in position to network with some of the greatest artists. Yeah. And so I gotta shout my guys out for sure. For sure. Yeah. For sure. So what are some of the other things you got going on? I know we're in your barbershop, so you cut hair. How did that come about? And is it under the Black Mannequin umbrella, or it's just another talent that you possess that, you know, you add into your portfolio of business? Yeah, man, I've been cutting hair since I was a senior in high school, you know what I'm saying? I've been a licensed barber since 2005, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's just one hustle helps the other, you know what I'm saying? You come to Black Mannequin, you get fresh, you know what I mean? Cats come over here, get a haircut, then they like, let me grab a sweatsuit. Facts. We go right back to the stock room, get it popping.
Nice.
So, yeah, man, that's just another hustle for me, man. I started off cutting hair, you know what I'm saying? So, been cutting hair for a while, and yeah, man, that's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Licensed barber, man, since 05. Shoot, I done did, matter of fact, my guy Herb the Barber from Tacoma, I was just at the Emerald Queens Casino last year doing his barber battle. I done did all types of stuff. I got my trophy right there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Shout out 2023 Barber Champ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What do you believe that having multiple businesses, multiple streams of income, how important that is to the legacy and the journey and the evolution of a family, you know what I'm saying, in the Black community?
I feel like it's super important, bro. I'm actually glad that you asked that question because, you know, with I cut hair, you know what I'm saying, and then I also, you know, I'm selling my clothes. So I'm up in the morning, I'm shipping packages off, I'm taking stuff to stores. But I was just thinking the other day, you know, and I feel like this needs to be said because for a long time as a hustler, I was always against having a job. Like, I'm like, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do with a job. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm realizing, because I didn't work for nobody for so long. But what I'm realizing is, you know, the other day I'm sitting thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, I'm just watching YouTube, and I'm like, man, during the day I have a lot more free time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I got a lot more free time after I get my stuff done, go to the gym, you know what I'm saying? I got more free time, and I'm thinking I could be doing more. So I'm talking to my girl about it, and I'm like, I was like, what could I be doing like part-time? That's cool. She's like, well, you could do Amazon Flex. And so I'm like, what's that? I didn't even know. Yeah. And she was like, well, basically, you know what I'm saying, make a long story short, you drive Amazon, you drop packages off, but you do it with your car. And I said, for real? She said, yeah. I said, well, how often they get paid? She said, you get paid after the shift, like every 2-3 days. And she told me some of her friends that do it. Her girl and the dude, her husband, and she was like, yeah, they be taking on $200-400 a day. I said, $200 to $400 a day. I said, man, hold on, somebody sign me up. Oh,
to add whatever else I got going on, why not?
Well, the whole thing is, here's the thing. What I realized is, I'm like, I can do this during the day. I already signed up. I'm like, I can do this during the day, and it won't even, I can still build my haircuts around it, and I can also ship my package and do that around it.
For sure.
So I'm like, this is not going to stop my other bread.
I'm getting money to the money. I'm getting money to the money.
You feel me? And so I always thought like, oh, how cats is gonna see if they feel me, or how cats is gonna feel if they see me with a job. Man, I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. I'm getting money. Yeah. I'm a hustler, bro. So you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna do that too. And then when it comes down to it, I might put my, I might find a little bit more out about Amazon and put my clothes on there too. So not only will I be dropping off packages, I'll be dropping my stuff off.
Fast.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So cats got to keep your mind open.
Great
keep
idea.
Your mind open, hustlers.
Great idea. A couple more questions, man. Is there a misunderstanding that people have about Black Mannequin?
Yeah. Yep, there is. You know, I've always been a ladies' man type, you know what I'm saying? But, and I call myself your baby mom's favorite. So that probably rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But I ain't gonna lie, that's a fact. Like, I ain't gonna get into it, but I'm really possibly your baby mom's favorite in this area. But the misconception is, a lot of people meet me and they be like, oh man, I thought you was gonna be a jerk or an asshole or whatever. But really, I'm like the coolest person ever. Like, I really am. Like, I got my persona on Instagram and I talk greasy to boom the brand up. You know, I say what I say, and I'm a very witty character, character type person. But overall, like when you meet me and you get to talking to me, you'll see I'm very intelligent. I got a lot of experience in life. And I definitely got some game that can help you out. So, you know, even people who hate, I be telling people all the time, like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to say this to feel myself, but bro, it would be better for you to link up with me. Because like I don't dislike you, and I got maybe some resources or some game I can give you to help you in whatever you do.
What'd he say? Get in with me.
I'm just saying. And you know what? As humbly as I can say that, that's really how I feel. And you know, because the reality of it is the people that I know that can give me game, I'm humbly approaching them.
Man, always remain a student. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that's one of my favorite quotes that I learned was studying and reading books and whatever. Always remain a student.
I'm humbly approaching them, bro. I'm humbly, and I've even told people I'll pay you for your time. You know what I mean? So,
mentorship programs and, you know, learning game and YouTube University. And that's what I put in my book, Can You Take Game to the Bank? Last thing, bro. I ain't going to hold you all day. Let's talk about what you currently got going on, new drops, near future and future things that you want people to know, to look forward to, and give them your Instagram and all the things that they can find it if you can remember all that.
Okay. First off, what we got going? Man, for the fall winter 24, we're on Black Mannequin on that wide leg fab.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The wide leg nylon cargo joggers. We dropping the stack flares. We dropping the wide leg sweats with the stripes.
Mm-hmm.
What else we gonna be dropping? We're gonna be dropping more remixes. Matter of fact, this Saturday. I do a lot of remixes on my tees, just like this one right here. Like
yeah, that shit's hard right there.
Instead of Michael Jackson's Thriller, I got Black Mannequin Dealer. This is for all my legal dealers too.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be illegal.
Yeah.
But I got me and my graphic designer. I do a lot of remixes, not only old rock bands or old black movies. I got a new joint coming called it says Mannequin Nights. It's a Harlem Nights remix.
Ooh, that's hard.
So it's the cover of the Harlem Nights movie, but Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor are both mannequins.
Ooh.
But they got the top hats on with the ties, and you know what I mean? So
I got the Mac one. That's my favorite one.
Oh, yeah.
I was wearing that in Atlanta. They was looking like, what? That's hard.
Yeah, the Mac remix where we turn Max Drew into the mannequin.
Hard.
And then the shirt and the hoodie. Had to do it. So, my remix is going crazy. So, look out for that. You can find me on, at The Real Black Mannequin on IG. Or Bryan Walden on Facebook, BryanWalden on Facebook. And then, the website, theblackmannequin.com, always popping. We dropping new stuff probably 2-3 times a month. You know what I'm saying? From hats to women's skirts, bodysuits, sweatsuits, beanies, trucker hats, fittings.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Full brand, y'all. Full brand.
You already know.
Portland, Oregon.
Yes, sir.
Black Mannequin, Game 365 podcast. We out.